All right. So, as I rearrange my screen here. All right. So, after getting back and reading a lot of flavor text that I stuck in one of the other whatchamacallit you guys read, you have decided that you want to look for more pieces of the Fulton door. And that's fine. So look for pieces. So you guys take your long rest. You absolutely buy a whole bunch of stuff that we just went through. A couple +1 weapons and armor and other fun stuff. By the way, pharmacist, did you want that holy water or are you good? I think it's 45 a flask.
That's something like I can throw on something, right? That version, the flask version.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Yep. And the other thing I kind of want to do is just like resupply my alchemist supply. I don't know what you want to do for that, like dump off like half the price or whatever it is to restock up. So, because we used a bunch of like the alchemist fire and crap in it.
Oh, I got this. You want to create it, right?
Just yeah.
From base amounts.
I guess I can do that. Yeah, and I can look all that up and tell you and do what the price is as well. So.
Yeah, I can look it up later as well. So sure, we can look it up later. If you want to throw yourself some stuff, that's fine. I'll throw you some holy water. How many do you want?
It looks like most of the things are in. You said 45 a piece.
Yeah,
grab 2 for now.
All right,
I think I have enough for that.
If I throw you 1, you can probably increase it on your own, or I can do it. Let's see.
I think I can. Yes.
I did it anyway. It goes right there. There we go. All right.
Keeping it in my list there in our Discord.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll subtract the 90 later. Yeah, so good. So after a couple days, you guys go shopping, take a break after your various adventures into hell and so forth. Gaily summons you over and says, all right, you guys were looking for other parts of the door. I have a lead for you. And he says, we've heard that another part of the door is with an item called the ellipse orb. And this item is in a world called I guess it's Gwenlyn. We'll go with Gwenlyn. Gwyllan. Pronunciation was never my strong point. So we'll say 500 gold each, and we can find you a portal to drop you off, so you don't have to go trouncing around the labyrinth, and you don't have to go skydiving off a tree or anything like that. We can just get you over there, and you can find this ellipse orb for us all, and that will allow us to, when we build this door, to choose an additional magical property. There's a couple different ones. Right now, with just 2 pieces, we can create. If we were to create a door, incorporate these pieces into an existing door, then we would have 3 charges on the door, and the door could be 3 charges, so you can use up to 3 times. But the door is only one way, right? You'd have to pop in, and you'd have to find another way out. So basically, you're paying the fact that you could, open up a portal anywhere within, basically 100 miles, for the fact that, it's a one-way ticket, right? But if you were to find this other piece, we can make it two ways, right? And actually, I'm opening up the dang thing right now. Give me a second. Urgh.
So far, the door only works when we go out, right?
Correct. For the Fulton door, it would only work going out. And with the key, it depends on what key you have for what you're probably asking. But generally, yeah, sometimes they give you keys that is a one-way ticket as well, because if someone grabs your key, they kill you, grab your key, they can go and teleport back to where you came, and that might not be preferable for the guy who's on the other side, right? Some of the other properties of the door that we could possibly get, besides making it a two-way door, is we could basically make like you would be able to have like the equivalent of like a peek hole. So if you open up the door, you could see what's on the other side before you step in, right? But then it's still a one-way door, right? The other thing you could do is you can make like the equivalent of a letterbox, in which you could basically write a message on a single piece of paper. And if you open up a portal to that world, you could use that paper to basically do the equivalent of a sending spell. So you could message anyone in that world if you wanted to. Right? Because normally sending and stuff like that is within the same plane. But with this, you could open up the portal, do your sending spell, and not have to step through the door to send your sending spell.
But how can they talk to you back?
Well, it's still a sending spell, so I get. No, it says the target can't respond. It's a one-way message.
Cool. I love it.
There you go.
Is that what is going to happening to all these people who are hearing voices?
I don't know.
Hey, I like the peephole. It's a great. It sounds like a great tool for espionage.
There you go.
But does the door open on the other side? Like, will they still see that there's a door on the other side?
All these technical questions. You can use it. It says, we're going to get really crazy about this. So it says you can use an action to place a single sheet of paper inside a letterbox on the door while thinking a specific creature you know. This works like a sending spell, except the message must be written on the sheet of paper and the target can't respond. If the target is on a plane of existence where the door can't ordinarily travel, the message remains in the letterbox unset. If the target is on a plane of existence where the door can travel, the message disappears from the letterbox and appears within the target's reach, even if the target is on a different plane than you or the outside of the door's normal range. If the door has to be able to travel there. So yes, so as long as you don't actually open a portal to that world, it basically can send a message to anybody who has a portal within 100 miles of your Fulton door.
Have we officially annoyed Gallic yet with all of these questions?
I don't know. Phalar's not saying anything, so I think Phalar's the most annoyed. Galar, he's geeky, so he's perfectly happy to spend all your time talking about Fulton doors. And he's like, hey, you get additional properties when you have 6, 9, and 12, and every one after that. So, like, if you want to talk about more properties that you get when you get 3 more fragments, we can do that.
Daffodil's just sitting in the corner. When are we gonna do something? Let's play.
Yeah. Yeah, I just start walking out.
Fair enough. All right. So they take you to the appropriate and they'll take you to somewhere inside. They'll take you somewhere. Let's say the portal is somewhere relatively. Well, I know you're door prized, but I'm bump. Um, Somewhere relatively safe within the labyrinth where this portal happens to open into this world, and they'll give you a key that will take you both ways in this case. So this key will take you to Gwendolyn and will bring you back to this particular
Right.
door, say somewhere within a reasonable journey of your city. And with
And
that,
as we get close to the door, whoever's operating the door, I'm like, "Did you hear? We have a door too." As I walk through the portal.
fair enough. You all step through, and one of you has the return key. You guys can, rock, paper,
Not
scissors
Jeff
for it.
Dill.
Aw.
They just drop it in the bag of holding.
There you go. Fair enough. So you get to the world of Gwendolyn, and you are, we'll say, deposited in the main city, somewhere near, we'll say, the palace, right? And you're basically, we're told by Gaelig that, he's going to deposit you near where the ruling body is. And, it might be a start to talk to them on where you can find this ellipse orb. As you get there, you notice that the world itself, I mean, it seems like a relatively normal, we'll say, Earth world, for a better way to put it, right? But it definitely seems like they're going through a heat wave, right? It's fairly dry. I'd say Philadelphia in the summertime. Well, I guess Philadelphia's always humid. You get the idea. It's a bit on the hotter side. Fairly oppressive. Otherwise, it seems pretty much like a normal place.
The real question becomes hot and dry like Vegas, or hot and miserable like Corpus Christi.
Oh, it's a little uncomfortable here, especially in my new suit. And she kind of does like a little spin around to show her shiny little like studded leather.
Fair enough.
I was just thinking it was a bad day for me to change the armor. This one's not broken in yet, but go ahead, give a little spin.
It's all stiff, and she kind of like starts jumping around and like jumping jacks and flexing and bending over. And it's like, it's not as comfy as my other clothes.
Well, this is better for you, so tough. Come on.
The pharmacist is going into parent mode.
I think after 3 sessions of this so far, I'm pretty sure he probably is trying to figure out how to manage Daffodil a little bit.
Well, there's no managing. You just gotta deal with it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I have ether or something else to put you to sleep.
Oh man, here we go. Chemical warfare.
Sleep, little one. Sleep.
Next thing you know,
That's-
this pharmacist is going to have a black van with free candy on the side of it.
No. I don't want more children. I want less.
I guess Daffodil's first order of business is to see if what kind of animals are around or creatures, or if there's any signs of creatures or anything like that at all. So she'll do a survival check. I could do that now. Oh, sweet.
Go ahead. Actually, I get rid of this encounter. Da 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 da.
I can get it to work.
What is
Click
that?
on that.
Weird. Wow. That's pretty good to survival. So, yeah, you look around and with your survival check, we'll say, you definitely see some animals. I mean, you don't really need a survival check to see animals. You can tell,
She
like,
was mainly
especially.
going for like cracks and stuff like that. What kind of like, if there's any like tracks or anything around her for animals, and if she could like hear any sounds and stuff like that. Like, not really looking, but like trying to see if she could find out the more subtle things, like, they're,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, I'll say with your survival check that you will say that the weather right now, like, is, we'll just say, too hot for animals long term. Like, if you're going to have weather like this, you see normal animals, you see some horses around and stuff. You can see them, trying to do whatever that animal, particularly large animal, does to keep cool, right? You do see some around. The stables are fairly full, right? Because they're keeping the animals somewhere cooler, out of the sun. But generally, this heat wave is such that um, you really don't want your animals out long term, during this weather. But otherwise, you have your typical animals to transport people and so forth, occasional farm animal and stuff around.
So the signs of wildlife is kind of a little slim right now because the heat is so hot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's actual animals around, but those are the ones that are tended to and cooled off properly. But like, wildlife is scarce. Cool. That's what you wanted to know.
Cool beans. Anything else you
All right,
want to do? Yes.
I mean, you said they put us right next to the ruling class, right? And it's kind of outside of a fortress or a castle or something.
Yeah, we'll say, next to, yeah, we'll call it like I won't even call it a fortress. I'll say you're inside of a city, you
Okay.
know, and there's, the ruling building. I don't want to call it the Capitol building or something like that, but
Municipality or something.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. And is the place called Gwillem, or is the person we're looking for called Gwillem?
The Gillen or whatever it is, Willen Gillen, whatever it is, that's the world that you're on.
Okay. All right. Shall we go talk to the leaders of this world?
Yeah, if they can help us find what we need, yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Well, we should probably first find out, if we want to talk to the rulers, what if they're corrupt?
Only one way to find out. No.
Yes. Go to the tavern.
What do you? Yes.
Besides, it's hot. We could use a drink first.
Oh, I'm thirsty. I like his idea. Yeah, good juice or maple syrup. I could drink some
a
maple
strong
syrup.
So yeah. So you guys can go to the local watering hole. Not a problem. And we'll say the place is a little bit on the busier side, right? People are staying out of the heat. One could question whether you should be drinking alcohol on a hot day, but yeah, people seem to be hanging around the bar a little bit more than they are doing their day job, especially if it was outdoors. they're knocking back a Corona or something like that.
Well, that's where mead comes in. It's very low alcohol content, but still safer than the water.
There you go.
What was the phrase that was said? It tastes like a leprechaun's piss. Um, golden honey. So walk up to, I guess, the bartender, and I have to do it. Like, is it hot in here or is it just me?
He kind of looks at you and he's like, you're a funny one, friend.
But seriously, why is it so hot here?
He just kind of looks at you and he's like, did you just get here or something? Where have you been?
I've been following my feet for a little bit. So I must have clocked my head or something. Not really remembering a lot too well. So yes, you tell me like I'm stupid.
He's like, okay.
Oh, well, you don't have to pretend.
You can ignore my little friend.
He's like, some winged people came and stole the ellipse orb.
They stole the ellipse orb.
Yeah. It's
Daffodil's just like pulling on his sleeve, like not the barkeeps, but the pharmacist just like pulling on it. Continue to talk. She's just gonna tug on it incessantly.
And I'm gonna kind of like that little swatty type thing where you're like, stop it. I know. And what was the ellipse? So first off, what type of wings? Like bird wings or bat wings?
more bird wings.
Or bird wings.
Yeah, and the ellipse orb absorbs light. It basically gives this world its day-night cycle. So right now, there's no nighttime. It's always daytime here.
So you're always day drinking.
Yes.
Indeed. Do the leaders of this, the elders, the rulers of this land have a plan to fix this?
It fucking better.
Here's to that.
There you go. He hits you a drink or whatever. Yep.
Yeah. Figured that's where that was going.
Give me 1 second.
I don't need to take up the...
No, go ahead. I'm being pinged. I just got to answer this text, but go ahead.
Yep, I was saying I don't want to be the only one talking here. I know. Chance there, you're the talkative type.
Yeah, you were doing a good job. Yeah, just by putting your foot in mouth first.
Of course, I do that. It's a great flavor. I love the taste of leather, especially when it's well worn.
Yeah.
You are a funny one.
Me. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. Any other questions?
I think Daffodil would like to get into some mischief and see if there's like anyone playing like a card game here and try to get in on that card game, not knowing how to play at all. But also her main goal is to play cards or a game and get information is kind of like the sidetrack thing that might happen if it happens. But she's gonna probably ask if anyone's seen the winged people or the bird wing people or whatever. Or, try to see if she can get like if anyone's seen them since the orb or when the orb was taken type of deal. See if there's like a general direction they went.
Yep.
Taken from where?
Yeah, I was going to look for anybody that looked like they might be adventurers or guards or something.
it would just kind of float in the sky and activate when needed.
Hmm.
Are we stealing the moon?
To the moon.
I mean, how big is this thing?
Um,
Maybe we should have asked more questions at the library before coming here.
no, that's fair. So, he's like, well, it was, it was a fair size. I mean, big. It doesn't really say, does it? Let me see here.
Guys, we're here to steal the moon.
No, I didn't think we were after the orb itself. The door part was with the orb.
I thought the orb was the door part, like a knob.
So he says, I mean, it was big enough to be seen from the ground. So, maybe it was, maybe, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't all the way up in the air, like maybe a mile or two or 100. Who knows up there? I don't care. It just turned off the light, damn it.
It made it not hot, and I was okay with that.
But you have to admit, business has to have increased since it's gone.
Sure. I mean,
as well as incidents of sunstroke, heat stroke.
people got nothing to do. They can only work so much outdoors. So we do what they can. It kind of makes it tough on the crops and on the animals and stuff like that. So a lot of things will slow down. Goes on for too long though. Eventually, people run out of money, and that will get a little sticky. But yeah.
So, is there any adventurers or guards or something?
In there, we'll say so. Some guards, sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna get a tray full of drinks and
Okay.
make my way to the guard's table.
Fair enough.
And I'm going to give them all a drink and see what they know about these winged people.
Gotcha. So, yeah, make a something check.
It doesn't matter what the check is. Every single charisma check is +3, except for intimidation. I don't want to use that one on guards.
Well, then give yourself +3 and pick one.
Small talk check.
Yeah, exactly. Small talk check. I like. It's not really persuasion, but it's something. Yeah, that's fine. A 19 plus bonuses. So more about the wing people. Yeah, I mean the guards will basically say some winged folk came and just took the damn orb, and they did visit with our elected ruler for like 5 minutes and left.
So, I mean, what kind of wings? I'm just curious as what kind of beings these are.
Okay, let's see. What do these guys know? How well did they pay attention in school? They're guards, mind you.
Yes, but hopefully guards are observant enough to at least note if they look like demons or
No, he said
whatever this world's equivalent of Aarakocra is.
He said they looked basically human with wings. or humanoid with wings. They weren't evil looking or animal like, or they just looked like a normal person with big wings.
Why am I picturing? I don't remember what they're called. The winged people from Buck Rogers.
Oh, here we go. Voltan. Oh, that's not. That was Flash Gordon. Sorry, Buck
Oh, it is
Rogers.
okay.
If you're talking Buck Rogers, right? You're talking about the TV show. Well, I guess they had people too. Who knows what they had? I don't remember my 1920 serials too well.
Nor do I, but I'm pretty sure because I'm pretty sure it was Buck Rogers that had the eagle guy.
Nah, it was Flash Gordon. They both could have had him, but
The 80s TV show, Buck Rogers, in like season 2, they had this Hawkman guy.
they did have Hawkman and Buck Rogers in season 2. If you remember the 1980-ish Flash Gordon with the Queen songs, they had all the Hawk people, Eagle people there flying around. That's the one I remember the most.
Yeah, whatever the case, it's just I'm picturing that in my head.
Fair enough.
Because I'm old.
Understood. Half of us are in the same boat.
I feel mildly singled out on that.
Well, yeah, mildly is about right. I was more singling out the other three of us, and not Smiley.
No, I figured I was.
You could do that math.
Yeah, I figured I was on the Smiley side.
Yeah, you're closer.
Matt also.
Yeah, well, I mean, just because your kids are that much younger than mine, so you're lower on that calculus.
Yeah. I mean, my kid's over 30, so
Yeah, I'm 35 with no kids. Go me.
Did I have kids at 35? I think I did, yeah. Yeah, I had to have, because my 13-year-old just walked out the door. And I'm 42 now, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Completely coming back to this. So we effectively kind of figure they're like their archangel before the transformation in Marvel.
yeah, that too.
Yeah. Okay. Now, said they met with the rulers for like 5 minutes.
Sounds like they're good people to talk to, like, actually.
Sounds like they're not good people, but good people to talk to, yes.
Well, it sounds like they probably must have had either a really good reason to give it up or been coerced.
Should we go figure out which one it is?
I think we're going to have to do such thing.
Okay, but after my game, I'm learning how this works.
You
Okay.
have to put the 7 on top of the 5. All right, now you've lost. We're good. Let's go.
Just picture her getting dragged out of her seat, card still in hand. Oh.
Come on, we have cards at home.
And I'll teach you dice.
Ooh, what are dice?
I don't think you want anyone in this group teaching you about dice.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. All right. So off to the leader, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
see what it takes to get an audience.
Sure. So you head over to the building, and we'll say there's a someone at the door who kind of, I won't say there's a guard, but it is like an elected official. So they're fairly democratic-ish here, right? So you can
Any
go. I will
posters
say,
around then say who it was, who it is? Like, who,
and
as we're approaching, like, is there an elected, this is your leader type thing, or who re-elect so and so?
yeah, I mean, you easily find out the elected ruler is an elf noble, excuse me, called Margaret, like Margitt. So I guess it's still Margaret, even though it's whatever.
Marguerite.
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 Marguerite, if you say so. ITT, I guess. What do I know? I like it because it sounds different than Margaret, so we'll go with Marguerite. Um,
Oh, Margit.
Margit, whatever.
No, there's no second R in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Whatever they're called, they're the leader, and we'll say that there's like a secretary or other type of person who, as you ask about a an audience, they basically say, "Well, what do you want with our elected ruler? She's a busy person."
We just had a couple questions. It sounds like we might be able to help solve some of the local problems. We heard some rumblings about the current administration at the local watering hole. We figured we'd reach out a hand and help.
And make a persuasion check,
I
which I'm
don't know of any other checks to make.
fair enough.
Oh,
No way!
Yes. Yes.
Holy, and that you got a one.
One. How did I mess up this?
He's like, I don't know. You look pretty. I don't know how the hell
I'm
you're
like
going to help with an outfit like
twisting,
that. What the heck?
I'm like twisting sinisterly my mustache for some reason. I'm like, yes, we're here to help you about your mood.
Daffodil would be like standing beside him, but like a little bit behind him. Be like, "Yeah, we're adventurers." She says proudly, like flicking her hair with her like fists on her hips, like, "Yeah."
He like looks at
well, he
Daffodil.
never
He's
actually
like,
mentioned the orb, so I'm
his,
going to mention the orb. I'm going to be like, we're here about the orb. We're interested in studying it.
he like looks at Phalar and looks at the other ones and is like, between the pharmacist low spin and Daffodil, that's like, some kid or something like that. 14, sure. That's at least above a 10. He's like, well, we are pretty desperate. All right, so give me a minute. I'll talk to I'll talk to our ruler. We're back in a minute. Have a seat. Be comfortable. So he steps out for like 5-10 minutes and comes back and says, "All right, yep, she'll see you for a few minutes just to see how this goes. Or kind of figure something out. All right, yeah, come with me, sure." So say we follow her into like an office area. She's there, and maybe a couple of a couple of people maybe in her cabinet, advisors, whatever. They look to be someone official. Probably some of them have some, we'll say, magic ability or have you, right? So they're not just uh, regular commoners that you can push around, right? So she summoned maybe a few people that if she needed some level of protection that she could get it. And she's like, welcome to the world of Gwendolyn, and I hear that you might be able to help us with our problem. What do you like? what do you know about what's happened, and we'll try to fill you in as best we can.
Well, we know those people came in and presumably threatened you if you didn't let them take the orb. So they took it.
Well, they did just take it. They just showed up one day and swiped it. These winged humans, and they left us this portal seed that you can use to travel to the world. And they basically said, if you have a complaint, then go to use this portal seed and go register a complaint.
Did they identify themselves, say who they are or anything?
One of the people behind her speaks up, and they're like, they clearly appear to be Celestials. Beyond that, I don't know. They really didn't stay any long. They took their thing, left us this seed, and was gone.
What do you know about the Ellipse Orb? You said they took their thing. Did they? Do you know if this was actually theirs to begin with?
We've had it here for as long as we can remember. It keeps this world, its weather patterns and everything stable. It's absolutely critical to existence on this plane. If we don't get it back, then we have to relocate everybody here to somewhere else, like a different
Do you have
plane
any
of existence.
plans where to go?
No,
Sorry.
we don't have anywhere to go, but we'll start wandering the labyrinth or something to try and find somewhere to go, and I guess be the equivalent of refugees. I don't know, but we were just starting to come up with some idea of how we could, I guess, of going here and filing a complaint. I don't know. We're pretty desperate. So
What do you have so far regarding your complaint?
mhm.
So we can be your emissaries and take it to there.
Yes.
We have
but
some experience standing in line.
He's like,
yes.
well, okay, you are adventurers, and this is definitely beyond us as politicians a bit, and some of us have been retired for a little while. We're happy to give you 500 gold each and a magical dagger, the Defender of Gwendolyn, one of our most prized possessions. It's a nice dagger. Does a little bit of extra damage when you use it.
Is it good against demons or just bird people?
It does do radiant damage.
Okay. Shiny.
Yes.
Well,
Ooh, shiny things are nice, just like my suits. She says, doing another little twist.
Yes, you're very pretty. Come on.
yes. I think we need to go register a complaint.
That sounds amazing to me. Do you have a way to get back to this plane if we go to another?
Yeah, we have 2 seeds, so you can come back here.
Okay.
So with that, they will
His son getting a pony.
give you the 2 seeds, and we'll say Daffodil, being the seed expert, kind kind of plants it into the ground, and it makes like it quickly grows into a plant-like gateway that opens a portal.
She does a little curtsy to the plant and be like, "Oh, thank you, little one," and kind of like and like chuckles as she like giggles and walks through the portal.
Good work,
Okay.
little one.
You got it.
So her
So
new
with that-
studded leather armor is kind of like I know it's giving me like warrior princess vibes, the leather skirts and stuff like that, and then just like a leather vest, something like that. So she really likes the leather skirt. That's why she's twisting a lot.
There you go.
Honestly, I was picturing like a leather vest that was just too long, so you have the like Big Brother's shirt or something. So it does, yeah, it's still the same like flared out effect when you're spinning.
Okay,
So I totally see that too. Yeah,
yeah. It's like it's meant for an actual big sized person, but it just like covers her whole body well, and like the little like crotch flaps work as like leg flaps for her. I see what you're going for.
yep.
All right, cool. I like that. Yeah, a full size suit that's like a dress. Yeah. Okay, that's even better. I love it. All right, cool. Good talk. Sorry we cut
Happy
you
to
off.
help.
Continue there, Jim.
No problem. I am just getting things situated.
After all, these
Okay.
deals, these details are what makes this real for all of us.
There you go. God
Yeah,
dang it.
now we like have a shared vision of her, like how she looks in our minds. It's great.
You got it. So, let's see. Let me activate this. Blink.
Uh-oh.
Yep, you get some happy music. So, the portal basically takes you to an island about 30 feet across that's just hanging in the clouds. It seems to be devoid of any type of animal or plant life. It's just a big, well, I won't even say the word big. It's just a rock hanging in the sky. You can see that the portal, kind of stays open. And, occasionally you might see someone step out of the portal, and I don't know, what can you all see? So much for fog of war. So you can see other islands, to your northwest. And as you come onto the island, you have these little floaty constructs that kind of are around the edge of the island. And
We've seen things like this before.
they basically, one of them goes to you and basically demands that you all surrender to the celestial authorities and come with them for interrogation.
I don't
Cool.
know.
And
I
she
don't
puts
know
flowers-
what that I word was, but I am happy to have you take us to your leader as an emissary.
Okay.
Come, show us the way.
Come show us the way. So, surrender it is. So, they will make a persuasion check.
Because that worked so well last time.
Yes, please.
Try again.
14.
Better. 14.
I don't view this as surrender. We're not surrendering anything.
Well,
We will surrender that we do not know the way, and we will happily follow. Please. guide us.
They will. They accept your surrender, and that you are basically going to. Yeah, let me just copy and paste you guys for a second. They basically, we'll say, magically give you like a bridge or something that allows you to hop from island to island easily enough, and will take you over to here.
Yeah.
I did cut and
Daffodil
paste,
was
right? Whoop.
the whole time.
Yeah, now there's
And
two of us.
always along the way.
I copied and paste. Sorry. Well, I'll just delete you over here, and then there'll be one of you.
Ouch. Hey, Daffodil. There's flowers right there.
Woo! Yay, more! And she'll go try to pick flowers and make like a flower crown to give to whoever they're gonna meet right now.
Oh, that's a chair, not a door. I thought that was a door.
So like yeah, as we were walking along the little middle island, she would have been picking flowers and making a little hat and skipping along, all like following everyone.
So yeah, it actually kind of looks very Game of Thrones, doesn't it? It kind of looks like little swords or something. Okay. Yeah, you see someone who looks like a noble that is
So I lost
Before
my
you.
character. Oh wait. Yeah. Oh, there I am.
Yeah, he moved us.
I did.
Yeah, but I like lost my. I had targeted my token. And
Yeah, he deleted us in one place and pasted us somewhere else. So we all lost
I
it.
copied and paste instead of cut and paste. It was a typo. There you go. Well, it's pharmacist, but yeah. So, he kind of sits on his throne and he's like, "So why are you here? I can tell that you have thoughts about the ellipse orb. What is going on and why have you come here?"
We actually came to ask those same questions. Like, what is going on? Why is the ellipse orb no longer with Gwillem?
Hmm.
It's hard
And
for
Well-
people
my name is
to
Daffodil.
celebrate a god. Yes, this is Daffodil, one of the people. It's hard for
passes him like a flower crown.
You pass him a flower crown?
yes, made out of his own flowers.
Out of his own flowers? Okay.
If you would like more adoration like this, then
make a
I sug-
nature check to see how well you make the flower crown.
Oh, nature check. Oh, okay.
You should be good at
That's
that,
the one she
right?
has, but she has +1 in it because it's the one int skill I decided to be proficient in.
Okay.
a daisy chain check.
5.
Nice.
So
She's still proficient, as you can tell.
he accepts it out of courtesy, and he's like looks at it and just kind of puts it to the side carefully so it doesn't fall apart. And he's like, thank you for your gift. So
And being a celestial, you may want some more adoration from the peoples below. I know for a fact if you were the celestial to bring back the ellipse orb, then an entire populace down there could be persuaded to worship you.
He says, I'm just reading this here real quick. Yeah. He says, well, I'm aware of this ellipse orb. It was taken from that world. We have reason to believe that there are void creatures that have corrupted it. So we've took it, and I guess there's some plan to study it and decide how how to cure it from any affliction from the void.
Oh,
But
well, that's a nice thing of you. The people down there were really worried and scared. You're going through a hard what do they call it? A heat. It's hot.
perhaps. So he says, well, um, perhaps we can, we certainly can't release the ellipse orb until it is purged from anything within the void. But maybe you can go to, our the local bureaucracy that's not too far away, and make your case there. You have to fill out a number of forms and plead your case, and then perhaps you can get the ritual needed for the orb speeded along or released or what have you.
Do you know how, like, what time scale this might be on? Is this, I know Celestials have a much longer view of time for these things than others. I mean, even a temporary ellipse orb would help.
He kind of looks. He's like, well, I understand. This is for the greater good. We can't have the void taking over this world and causing a fair amount of havoc in the area. Having it under control is more important. But I mean, they'll get to it in time.
I mean, I have a trait called Forbidden Knowledge. It says you have proficiency in the Arcana or Religion skill when you make a check to recall information about void creatures or cults. Does this sound like anything that I would have potentially been aware of from, like, void creatures taking, I guess, celestial bodies or moons?
Yeah, not that you can think of. I mean, you certainly do know that the Celestials, they are good. They are good. But to your point earlier, they have a rather longer term, type of good. So to them, like, sacrificing a few creatures that are here, for 25, 50 or whatever amount years, is nothing compared to making sure that the void doesn't get a toehold in the in the area. They'll consider the fight of the void to be top of the pecking order in this case.
So basically, they're willing to kill all life on a plane to stop the void from killing all life on a plane?
Well, you have to understand.
Just after void get that.
Right? It's like a beachhead to other... Yeah, I mean, it's like a beachhead to other planes and worlds in the area. So, sometimes you have to, cut off a dead branch to save the entire tree.
But if it's not a dead branch...
Well, I understand for someone with a limited lifespan like yourself, it might feel that way, but, I understand your predicament. But, like I said, if you can go to the local government over there, perhaps you can plead your case with the locals over in that area, and you can... get a release or get the orb in a higher on the priority list.
Well, I thought angels were supposed to make you feel safe and warm and stuff. All I'm feeling is sad. Why
Well,
would you kill him?
I am quite sorry for your predicament. And
I do
if you
know
want,
that every.
okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say no. If you're gonna finish with, if you want, go for Daffodil.
1 second here. What fudge? No, I was going to look up something. You can go. Give me what you want.
I was gonna say every bureaucracy has its ins and outs. Is there any phrases or specific papers or things that would help move this along at a mortal timescale?
Oh, absolutely. If you head over there, they will absolutely get in touch with you with the proper forms and the proper procedures to get everything released.
In like a week, not 25 years.
You can try. I'm not in charge of that part. I'm in charge of people coming in, and I basically, you know, screen them for anyone who should not be here. So I apologize for, with the orb being in the front of your mind, you kind of popped up as a potential, bad influence in this area of heaven or whatever you wish to call it. But yeah, I got you. I can get you over there, and you can try to get through the process there as quick as possible.
Yep, point us the way.
You got it. So with that, he arranges for some flying transportation that takes you to what looks like an absolutely magnificent, angelic building that just defies words. And they
as once we're loaded up and moving, but before we're out of earshot, I'm gonna not so quietly whisper that boy, this is just as bad as the infernal bureaucracy. I thought they cared.
Come on, at least the infernal bureaucracy had a form of alphabetization. It was wrong, but they tried.
Yeah, so you're saying that loud enough for him to hear?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He says, oh, no. The infernal bureaucracy is definitely thought of as worse than ours. There's no doubt about it. They might be a little ruthless, I understand, but they are definitely worse than we are. You can't think
But we
that.
were able to liberate door hardware in less than a week, and all we're asking for here is a silly rock to be replaced.
Well, to be fair, you kind of stole that, right? You didn't really go through the bureaucracy, right? As he kind of taps
He doesn't know that.
This little scepter, and he's he kind of points to his head. He's like, know what people are thinking.
Understood.
Then he knows what I'm thinking of him.
He says, yes, I do.
If he's reading Daffodil's mind, it's probably that she's bored and she wants to do something fun. And what is that up in the sky? Look at those clouds.
This is definitely...
I'm trying really hard to not think about what he would look like with a dagger sticking out of his back.
And there's the picture.
Yes, it's okay. We're not the thought police here. It's okay. All right, we'll take you over there. No problem. So with that, like I said, you're zipped over there in some sort of flying carriage, we'll call it. and you're taking to the main building that is nearby. Like I said, it's pretty majestic looking and so forth. And you are brought towards a basically we'll call it like an information desk. So give me a second here.
At the front desk, we meet Hermes Conrad.
We'll put you there. So you're in a big room. You're in a room. There's an information desk, and in front of you is, or behind you is all kinds of desks being manned by various creatures. Well, all look like the same creature. All look like the same desk, and it just goes on for, well, almost as far as the eye can see. There's a lot of things going on, and it gets to be your turn in line, and the person behind the desk is like, "Hi there, how may I help you?"
Sorry, I'm reading through some of these names.
Hi, I'm Daffodil.
Pleased to meet you, Daffodil. Welcome to heaven. What can I do for you today?
What was it? We want to. This isn't fun.
This isn't fun?
It's okay, little one.
I never... Go ahead.
It's okay, little one. We'll try to make this a little bit more fun soon for you. However, we are here to requisition either the Ellipse Orb for Gwillem or a temporary replacement until it is fixed.
Oh, I see. And go through some paperwork to, look up exactly what you're going for here. And they're like, yes, I think I see a path forward. If you could do you could fill out an AQ -23-1505 release of off-world and adventure form. You can fill out that one. You can also fill out a probably a UU-X-1234-X requisition for non-hazardous material form. And let's see, you could also fill out a Y44 celestial registry just to make sure you enter the system. We can't forget that. And how about a let's see.
Is there any way that we could speed this along? Do you have any assistants that could actually help us go through these?
I'm sorry.
Wait. Do you have any assistants that could help us work through these? Assistants, we saw some little machines that tried to apprehend us when we first came on. Are any of them of service that could help us navigate the paperwork and retrieve them so we could fill them in much more quickly and efficiently? Great.
So she's like, no, well, I mean, if you look behind you, there's plenty of people to help. So if you simply just go to the right desk and talk to the person there, they can definitely help you through the form and the the whole process. So let me see. It was a Y44 Celestial Registry. It was an AQ release of Off-World Intervention. There was also the UU X1234X, which was the requisition for non-hazardous material. That's always a key one. And I guess one more. Why don't we go for the I don't know. How about the BZ-655 stroke A-190 request for access to a classified area. So if you fill all that out, we can take you to the orb and you can go from there and talk to the people that are there. who is studying the orb, and you can see how you can get that back to its proper location.
What is
That made
Daffodil
no sense
doing
to
right now?
Daffodil. She is like literally, like those little spinny, confused, googly eyes that people get in cartoons and animes. Like that's happening to her, and she's just kind of spinning, and she just like falls back on the ground. Like, what was all that?
She's like, we'll give you the easy one. The Y44 is right behind you. And she very nicely just kind of takes you over to the Y44 desk. And that's fine. I see one of you is already at the AQ desk. So let's see. Someone has to get the UUX1234, right? So who wants to get that? You, sir, you look like you're interesting, and he takes Phalar over to the UU desk. And the last one is the B7-6655 stroke A190. That's a lot of
Right down
letters.
here.
We'll take you down here to this desk. Thank you for coming to Heaven today, and we really appreciate your patience, and we'll get to you as soon as we can.
And we all have Constitution saves or will saves to stay alive.
Well, to be honest, this particular thing came up with a whole quote unquote, and I'll put in air quotes, combat system for you to communicate to these people and try to see if you convince them to do the paperwork. I am going to go a little bit simpler than that. So, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay. So, you got it. So, it's the UU form. So, this is the requisition for non-hazardous material. So, give me a second here. Let me get... I need my dice, and they're hiding behind the thing. Dang it. 8. Oh, there they are. Thank you. You got it. So I need... There we go. Okay. So all of these creatures are definitely, some kind of construct. That's what I'm looking for. So this person here has, a very, we'll say, coldly logical sound to their voice, and it's kind of just like, yes, how may I help you?
I need to get the form UUX1234X filled out, a requisition for non-hazardous materials.
You got it. You're in the right spot here. And he pushes you a form. Now, you can do a number of different things. You could try to do an insight, almost like an inside check, to try and see how you can negotiate better with this creature.
Good.
You could do a skill check as well to try and convince them with the right proper skill to see if you can get them to fill out the form. If you can think of any other skill checks or tricks that you can do, you could do that as well.
Persuade him to fill the form out for me. Can I do that?
Sure. You're going to make a persuasion check?
Yes.
All right. Make a persuasion check.
I persuaded him.
No.
No?
No. It is required that you fill out the form.
All right. Well, I guess I'll start filling out the form then. Does he have a pen?
Yes. And he hands you a pen.
Okay, I start filling out the form. Do I need to
Okay.
roll for that?
Yeah, why don't you do, let's see, you want to fill out the form? I'm going to say make some sort of make an intelligence check, right? Because you got to fill out the history of the item. You got to fill out whether it has any religious significance or anything like that. So,
Oops, sorry.
no, that's okay. So, I was going to ask you to spin twice anyway, so it's all good. So you got a 15. You got it. I was going to give you advantage on that roll. So he looks over the whole form, and he's like, yes, this is quite logical. It makes sense that this should be returned to the proper folks. Okay, I'll stamp this. And his hand turns into a big stamp, and he stamps an approval on it, and he says, thank you for your time today in heaven. Please move along so the next person in line can come to the desk.
All right, I'll move along.
Thank you.
Daffodil could do it now.
Daffodil wants to go? You got it. All right, Daffodil. So, Daffodil, I mean, the creature kind of looks at you, and he's like, aren't you a little mess? What do you want today?
I wanted to have fun, but now I'm here.
Fun? This is heaven. You don't have fun in heaven. What are you doing?
Well, I figured that out. My friends brought me here, and I don't know. Trying to get some like shiny ball thing back to some orb.
Well, if they brought you here, they must not be good friends. So you're saying that you need a Y44 form? Sure, here you go. And he gives you. I don't know. You're kind of short. Can you actually reach up to the top of the table to grab that piece of paper?
She like skitters and climbs it up like a little fucking munchkin. And is like, nah, and she's like standing up on the paper or at the table, like this thing. What do I do with this? Is it food? Do I put it in a fire?
You could put it in a fire. I don't think it would be very effective for getting what you want, but it is flammable.
Oh. Can you help me? I don't know what to do. What is a form? I could change form. You want to see? And she bloop, and she turns into a squirrel. And now there's a squirrel running around his desk.
It's like, and here I did not bring any acorns with me to work today. Who would have guessed? She's like,
So she's just pointing at him as a squirrel and like, huh? And if you like, she can't speak, right? Not until a higher level.
Correct.
That's what I thought. All right, cool. So if you want, we can either play charades or I could change back and be like, see, I told you I could change forms. Can this do that?
So make make some sort of charisma check. It could be like, I'm not saying it could be deception. It's almost like an intimidation or something. You're not really intimidating, but you're trying to like basically be annoying. And this creature is basically trying to like poke at you to also be annoying. So, because it's annoyed at you. So see make some sort of charisma check and see where it goes. You're definitely not persuading it per se. 7, he's like, sure, go ahead, burn the paper, see where it goes. No, I'm not helping you right now.
But I can't. I don't know what it is, or is it supposed to say something? She is illiterate.
Who sent you here to fill out a form if you're illiterate?
I step up from behind.
He's scary, not nice, man.
Is
It's
this your
okay.
mother?
It's okay,
What's up?
Daffodil. I'll fill out the form for you.
It's like, wow, I don't think I've ever had to have 2 people to fill out a Y-44 form. This is like literally the easiest form to enter the system.
Well,
What's
you've
the
never had
Y44
have
one
you?
do again?
It is the celestial registry to enter the applicants to the system. Nothing gets done here without a Y-44 form.
I see.
It's like step 1.
Signing your name.
Basically,
Signing
yes.
your name.
All right, I start filling out the form,
Okay.
but I try to fill it out for Daffodil. How do you spell your first name?
Spell? She's
All right,
like,
never
I'm
mind.
supposed to
I'll
do
spell
this.
your first name. What about your last name?
Little paw. One of these, and she shows her hand, but the guy morphs into a little squirrel hand, and that's her signature. Is just like boom, little squirrel hand.
All
Phalar,
right, and
you make an
what's your date of
intimidation check
birth?
this time. Please.
I'm sorry?
Make an intimidation check, please.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Okay. You got a couple luck on you?
Yeah, I have some luck.
Spend a couple luck, 2 luck?
Hold on. How do I?
I can do it. You got to unlock
All
your
right,
character sheet to do it. It's a pain in the butt. I don't know why they did it that way. I guess to make sure someone didn't accidentally give themselves luck. I don't know. So the creature's finally like, oh my god, this is so annoying. Give me that form. And she takes it and she looks at it and she just kind of scribbles on it. Like there's a bunch of nonsense and just takes the stamp and stamps it. Good enough. Get that little thing away from my desk.
You did it! Thank you. High five. She goes to high five the angel thing.
It's like, oh my god, I should have sinned more. I should have went to hell. This is just horrible. All right, who's next?
Either one of us is fine. I guess I'm talking, so let's go for it.
All right. All right.
By the time you get over there, you see that the pharmacist is already just gazing at this angel, trying to piece it out, and starts to reach out for the feathers because they look very gear-like, and is trying to figure out how this creature is created.
Fair enough. So yeah, fair. It does kind of look. It's like, what are you doing?
I'm sorry. I've
not
never
efficient.
seen wings like this before. You do seem like you are made for efficiency. This looks like the proper wing for a very speedy and not requiring a lot of energy flight. Do you know your creator?
It's like I was created so long ago. I don't know, but it seems like you're someone who can get through this process really quick. I mean, there's not many times people come for AQ-23-1505. So this is going to be interesting. So fill out this form, please, and make sure every piece is filled out properly and exactly to what you know of the current situation.
Absolutely. So, are you here if I have any questions?
It's like if that speeds you on your way, absolutely.
Absolutely. I would love to be sped along the way.
Okay. You have to fill it out yourself, though. I can help just a little bit. I can't, my basic questions.
Absolutely, completely understand. So first off, may I borrow your pen?
Absolutely. There's no rules against borrowing a pen. Have a pen.
Excellent. And so I start looking through the form. What am I being asked to fill out? I honestly forgot what this form was about.
Yeah, so this is a form about basically it's a release of basically it's to release the material that they picked, right? So they intervened in on a world outside the celestial realm, and this is a form to possibly release that item back. So it's really one of the key ones that you want, but it needs the supporting documentation that everyone else is doing as well. So it's not good enough by itself, but it is the basic form to get the thing released.
All right. I think on this form it does ask for the original requisition number that was used to acquire the item. Do you happen to have that number that we could apply here?
Ooh, interesting. So he kind of looks around. He's like, I don't offhand, but that would probably be the desk right behind me, the CI-12 stroke IX-12. Give me 1 second. And she walks over here to this person and
I immediately investigate what's on the other side of this desk to see if there's anything that can help me through this process.
You find as you take a quick look that it is a very well organized desk. This is an inbox and outbox, and there's a couple handbooks there that talks about the various rules and regulations of this area.
Of heaven in general, or just like this specific desk?
Heaven in general. There's some basic guidelines.
I totally want one of those.
Okay, there's some basic guidelines there, as well as stuff specifically for the AQ form.
Okay, I totally want the handbook to heaven.
Okay,
so if I can grab that, that would be great.
You've got that. That's fine. You do a quick look right over, and you find some information that talks about the AQ form. You do find that because of the long years of heaven existing, that as you leaf through it, you do quite quickly find some contradictory rules between the different pages. Kind of like the U.S. government being around for about 250 years. There's some crazy shit in there. Heaven's been around longer. There's some crazier shit in there. So
anything that I can use to get this. Yeah, that's you hit the nail on the head of what I was looking for.
Okay.
Anything I can. That's the reason why I was sending them over to go get some other form of paperwork. I was going to be looking for flaws in that. Is there anything out of those contradictions that I can use to truly speed this process for everyone, not even just me?
Sure. Why don't you make a deception check with advantage in this case? So you're trying to find something that's going to mess this person up, and they are actually vulnerable to, in this case, deception. Well, deception in general. So, yeah. Right. So you find something there that basically kind of maybe you find in here for form AQ23 that there is a general rule that if the taking of of an item causes harm to a culture, that it should be immediately reviewed by the by heaven and the claimant to make sure that is returned to them as quickly as possible. It's not a total release, but it will give the automatic approval for AQ 23 1505.
Excellent.
All right.
So I kind of like wave over my friend here and
She's like,
point out that requisition number.
she like looks into her notes and stuff like that. She's like, you are absolutely right. That is a rule no one has quoted in a long time. But you are correct, and we should approve this immediately and allow you to go to the orb. And, there's people there studying it, and you can find out what needs to be done to bring it back. You are approved.
Woohoo!
Approved it is.
And I go back to my friends.
You keeping the book?
Yeah, absolutely. The handbook to heaven. I'm totally certain that's going to be useful somewhere else.
You got the handbook to heaven.
That was fucking smooth. Well played. Daffodil, so out of you gave her letters and words, man. That's her 1 week. Give her something that's like 10 times her size, you'll fucking kneecap it till it's dead. But like, give her paper, dude. That ends her.
I'm getting very like reverse Beetlejuice vibes.
Right?
All right, so Chance, you going for your BZ-699-A-190, which I don't remember what the hell form this is, but you're going for it because you need it, and you've been told that you need it. Request access for classified area. So the area where this form is at is classified, and you got to get approval for this. So I got to roll something that sounds intelligent.
Here it goes.
All right.
Yeah, here goes the part. Goes the part where our plan falls apart.
So the creature's like, "Oh, welcome. How are you doing today? It's really a nice day today in heaven, and I'm very happy to see you. It looks like you have some information that you want to talk about and try and get this form filled out. So kindly state what I can do for you today, and we'll see if we can figure out a way to get you speedily on your way."
Yeah, I need to fill out this form.
Yes, that is a very important form for what you're trying to go to today. I would suggest that you borrow this pen right here, go through the form and fill it out to the best of your ability, cross-check everything if needed, and then from there, we can have a quick discussion on what we need to go for from here. This shouldn't take too long, so the faster you write, the faster you can move along and hopefully, get the information that you need.
Yeah, great.
I can tell you're really overwhelmed by this process, but that's okay. We at Heaven are here to help. There's lots of folks who understand the bureaucracy and can guide you through it. Even though it could take a while, we try to make it as pleasurable as possible and with as few delays as possible, especially for someone with you who has a very short lifespan compared to the rest of us. So really standing here and talking all this time, doesn't really help at all. So if you can just, stop being so chatty, we can get through this form and we'll get you here as quick as possible.
Yeah. Where is the form?
It's right in front of you with the pen. It's one of my favorite pens. I got it for my birthday about 149 years ago, and it was a gift from my parents. And
I
make
totally
sure you don't
tune
walk
him
off.
out.
Go ahead.
I just totally tune him out and look at the form. See what I can do.
Okay, fair enough. You're just going to fill it out with best of your ability. If you're going to do that, then make a persuasion check, please.
And I'm totally not giving him his pen back. It's going in my bag of holding.
It's going in your bag of holding. Make a sleight of hand check. 13.
Well, I'm gonna totally add my d6 to that too.
Okay, go ahead. I'll say you can do that after the fact. It's fine. We're gonna do.
Yeah, okay, that was useless.
All right. Well,
no,
it's a 14. It's better than nothing.
yeah, it's a reaction. So
yeah. We'll say it's that. Sure. Thank you. So it's so like caught up in the conversation, it doesn't notice that you took the pen. So it's like, oh, you did an excellent job filling this out. This is exactly what we needed. And let's take a second to read through this as I talk to you to make sure that your time here is pleasurable. And she kind of like continues to leaf through it, and this kind of tells you all kinds of crazy details about, you know, her life, her time in heaven, and you know, friends and family, good places to eat, in fact. And when she's finally done, she's like, yep, it seems that everything's in order here. Thank you for taking the time and filling this form out, and may the rest of your time in heaven be a pleasurable one. And this is approved.
Yeah, the minute she's done, I walk away, even if she's mid-sentence, which she probably is.
That's fine. So,
hey, heavenly pen.
There you go. Heavenly pen.
And I hold up my heavenly book, and I'm like, hey, 20s.
I just have a heavenly headache. Oh.
It's all good.
Here, it's heavenly possible.
Let's take a look here. Boink. You got it. So yeah.
I'm surprised only half of us stole stuff.
So fair enough. That's I don't know, 5 Hail Marys. So I would think it's more than that, but what do I know? I'm not Catholic.
I'm laughing on mute, but yeah.
Yeah, so you have all your forms, and you take them over to the creature at the main desk, and they're like, yep, it seems like everything's in order here. Sure, we will take you directly to the ellipse orb, and then you can be there with some of the folks that study it and make sure that it's ready for release. And with that, they again kind of speed you on your way. Maybe this time they have like a people mover that just kind of like you have to kind of hop on and off on, kind of like when you're going around, I don't know, like Las Vegas or the airport or whatever. And that eventually takes you down to what is called the Sunlit Hall. So, and let me just see it. No, I don't have that. So while you're there, so basically in this room, there is two other constructs that are studying the orb, and the constructs introduce themselves as Nork and Korn, and they seem very excited to share information about the orb itself that they've collected over the past so many days. And they're like, they're like, okay, they look over your forms like, oh, We're glad you're here to learn about the orb. We've been studying it for a number of days, waiting to give our report and talk to people about it. It looks like you're here for potential release of the orb.
That we are.
Okay.
What have you found through your study?
So the orb itself is here. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo, if I can find it. Here it goes. Next page. Okay, so it is an enormous chamber. We'll say the chamber is probably roughly 100 feet square, and it seems to extend upwards forever, right? There is a radiance that this kind of fills the room, and maybe you can't quite tell if it's something about the way the light is or just a feature of the whole room. It's kind of weird. The entire chamber smells mildly antiseptic, as if it was recently treated with a bunch of cleaning solutions. The sphere itself is a pitch black sphere, 60 feet across, and it seems to almost feed from the light that's in the area. From a distance, the orb almost looks like a gigantic glass marble. But as you kind of get closer to it with these, with these constructs, you can see that the skin is actually kind of permeable. You could just potentially walk right through it. The air kind of chills as one moves closer to it, and even the sterile smell of the room can't cover up kind of like a mildewy scent that's coming from the sphere. So the two constructs are like, so let's talk about this sphere. So what do you want to know?
First off, how long have you had it been in your how long have you had it in your care?
We've had this for a number of days. I'd say, it kind of really depends on which word you're talking about and how long a day is. But I would say from a, I don't want to guess what world you came from, but we'll say if you use an hour standard of time, probably, 2.5 to 3 days,
Okay.
give or take. So we've been examining the orb, and you can tell, even though you asked a simple question, they really just want to talk about this orb because, they've been studying this, and no one's been around to give a report for them, and they're just really anxious to tell someone about what the hell they've been doing for the past 2-3 days. And they basically say, well, we found a few things out. We definitely we've been told not to go into the orb by our superiors. And technically, we haven't done that. We've just kind of peeked in. We didn't totally go in. We just kind of stuck our head in. And it seems, no matter where we put our head in to this orb, all we see is like an intersection of corridors inside the orb. It's really weird. Doesn't matter where you are. That's what you see in the orb. The area inside is just very dim and colorless. It just seems to absorb any light that comes from the signs inside. We tried to roll marbles down the passageway inside of the orb, and when we do that, the marbles seem to emerge from the opposite side of the structure. So we think that it is possible that once you're in the orb, you can exit the orb from any part of its surface and be back here. Um, we have it here in the sunlit hall because the orb's powers to neutralize and project darkness is basically, that particular. It can't absorb light while it's here. Excuse me, I kind of said that sentence wrong. Um, so we have it under control so we can examine it better. Otherwise, we'd be sitting in a dark room, and it's kind of really hard to examine this thing if you're in the dark. If it's absorbing all the wavelengths and stuff like that. We also figure that the inside of this counts as another plane. So once you're inside, you probably only have a certain amount of time to exit. Otherwise, you would have to plane shift in order to exit the orb. So we conjecturalize that period of time could be anywhere from 3 to 7 days. It's really hard to tell. But you do have some time if someone goes into the orb, but getting out again, if you take too long, could take a little bit of time.
I thought you said you didn't go in.
We didn't entirely go in. We didn't entirely go in. We did obey the letter of the law, which is what is the most important thing when you're in heaven.
Yes, I am very familiar with making sure that we follow the specific letters of each of the laws, and I applaud you for that. So you said you did not try turning off the lights to see what you could observe with it being dark?
If it wasn't in this hall, it would just absorb any light within, a fairly large radius. So being in this room will suppress that ability so we can actually examine it.
Okay, is there any emanations coming off of it?
Only what I can smell. We tried cleaning it. It's very musty. We've been trying to put cleaning materials over the surface of it, but I guess the smell still comes in from the inside, so I guess we'd have to go in to actually clean it. We don't know of anything else emanating outside of that. And technically the object is absorbing light, so it's not really emanating anything beyond the smell.
Okay. Do you know general size inside?
Well, we can only see so far. It seems that from what we could see in the intersection there, it has a height of roughly 30 feet hallways. And everything inside is just like the exterior walls look black, and the interior walls and the floors, everything like a dull gray. So it's pretty dim in there. That's all we could see without going in, and we have orders not to go in, so we're kind of stuck.
How close are we standing to it?
More importantly, it was complicated in the first place because the suspected void taint.
Mm-hmm.
Have you detected any?
We haven't seen any, but we haven't gone inside either. So, if
all right.
I leaned down to
I don't know what he said at all, so I apologize.
So I leaned down to Daffodil. I'm like, you want to go in there, don't you?
Yeah, and while the pharmacist has them distracted, I'm going to grab Daffodil's hand and go take a closer look at the orb.
Oh, I was like 30 seconds, maybe even less, from just shoving Daffodil into the orb.
Oh, no. I'm not letting her go in there alone.
Because I heard that noise, I knew this is like the vibrating, I need to go do this now type sound. That's what that was. That you couldn't hear there, Paul.
Oh yeah.
And Chance doesn't deal well with bureaucracy.
Let me see. Let me find. Let me find this right here because I know you asked. I'm trying to find this in detail in the thing.
You see her tying a whole bunch of rope up together and against herself.
That's exactly where I was thinking it too.
Uh-huh.
I like me
Yeah.
that Smiley and I are on the same page.
She's literally finding like something heavy. You guys are still talking, and she's already tying a rope to something like herself, and then trying to find something to tie it to. And by the time you guys get to the like end of the last little sentence or whatever, she's already got everything figured out, and was like, "All right." And she's just sitting there, and like that's that like sound, like she's ready to go, and she just needs to jump in. She's like, hey, "Let me do it." Just
I kind of take the other half of your rope and I tie it to the leg of the construct I'm talking to.
Let me know
Uh,
when I'm good.
You're good. Go.
so he basically says, "There's a couple things we need to do to get the orb to its to be able to return it. Probably the biggest thing is inside. From what we understand, there are 8 other orbs, smaller ones, that need to be retrieved, and if they're brought back out, we can then seal the orb and cleanse it of any other void creatures inside, and then you would have a day for you to transport the orb back to its original point of origin, and then after that one day, when that ritual is over, it would go back to its proper size and position at the planet. So that much we do know. But we haven't gotten the okay to go in yet and to actually, explore around. So I heard that someone's doing the whole tie a rope thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think right now the other end of the rope is actually tied to the construct who was talking as an anchor point.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Absolutely. Even if this fails, this was just fun. 6, even better.
It's like, what? What are you doing with that rope? I don't need to be tied up. I'm in the middle of giving a shock here. What?
Can you just hold this for us? It won't do any good for me to hold it.
I guess
we need a way to back.
And
Here,
it holds the rope. With a very confused look.
And don't let go of it.
Daffodil's gonna run up to the orb and kind of like jump at it and like she's cannonballing and like plug her nose and tuck into like a little ball and like whee!
Okay. So you jump in and she disappears, right? I'll say, to make this easy, so it kind of, I don't know how to do this.
I'm not more than a couple of steps behind her.
That's fine. I mean, you are basically teleported to the center of the orb. I'll say the rope goes limp, right? You just can't pull her back that way because you're not. It's actually kind of teleporting you somewhere in the orb. You're not like right on this other side of the barrier. So that's kind of where you are.
She just kind of like, she doesn't even notice that. She just kind of like looks around and she notices that like we were looking down when we were looking in the orb. So she looks up and just like waves at everyone and then kind of like takes her situations in, like, her surroundings, and looks around and like, what's going on? Like, do I need to be stealthy right away? Like, what's this? Like survival mode might kick in. or it might just be fun time because she's actually like pent up in heaven for so long. She might just be like, "Woo! Where's the things?"
What's the saving throw
Seeing that
for? I'm
the
afraid to ask.
seeing that the rope went slack, I was checking to see if I'd have the moment of like, screw them, or jump in after. So I will follow into the beam, the orb
All
as
right.
well.
And I take it, Phalar, you're going in as well? Or are you going to stand guard
Yeah.
outside to make sure? Yes? Okay.
No, I'll go in.
Okay. So the rest of you go in, and the creatures are like, well, that's one way to do it because they're not ordered not to go in. Well, good luck to them.
It's the one time that we haven't made sure that we have a way out.
Let me get you in here.
Leave it to chance.
But bump.
All right, Chance, you can get us out.
Lowercase c.
You know, if you don't feel that you're important enough to capitalize the first letter of your name, we can't stop you. So
I'll do that and keep it like that. You got it. So let me get you in here so I have to stop hearing this music. I've had enough of that. All right, we got everybody. So you're just in the middle of an intersection, and you know it is. You have north, south, east, west. So you have the 4 quadrants this is going into. There are various openings that lead from these halls. The passageways stretch beyond. It says beyond all reckoning in all 4 cardinal directions and contain no obvious exits from the orb. That's an interesting description. Not what I expected, but yeah, you know, you're here. I'm going to say it's a distance, but I'm also going to say that, you know, you have the edge of the orbs you can see from where you're at, right? So where you see these circular walls or curved walls is probably a better way to put it, is a very black edge that the robot said if you like rolled a pebble or a marble down and came out the other side, you would come back. So, yeah, if you want to get out, you can get out.
But we only have a certain amount of time. I remember this. We got to be quick. What? Do we want to split up or do we want to go together? Or like, ooh, I call this corridor. And she just starts to take off.
I think I chased in after her.
But like, that was her like, serious. Like, do we go together or like, we like
Yeah,
go
let's
in?
go together.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
probably
All right.
should stay together at least until we know what's going on.
I guess you're chasing Dandelion then, or Daffodil.
Give me 30 seconds. I'm going to
Dahlia.
refill my drink because I've been talking a lot more than usual. So give me 1 second. If someone needs a coffee or whatever, just give me 2 minutes.
Very trusting of him to not pause the.
Dun dun dun.
Another question I had is, do you think it took a whole hour long for the whole writing process and stuff like that and filling out the forms and blah, blah, blah? So, how long do you guys think that took? Because if it took
I
a
would
whole
expect
hour.
a lot more than an hour.
All right, cool. Because that means she has her 2 charges
back.
of her emerald shape. So,
Yep.
question, DM.
Yes.
How long did the form filling out take since she turned into a squirrel with her form? Would she have gotten like an hour of rest, just like doing nothing as she waited for everyone else and all the stuff
Sure.
to happen and all the talking in the place before she jumped in the orb?
Yeah, we'll say it was definitely quite a bit of waiting and bureaucracy, right? So
That's why She's not being too cautious right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie. She's really angsty and bored, and she just needs to get it out of her system. So, like, she's probably gonna use one of her squirrel form changes and just transform into a squirrel and run around and see what she could find.
You get extra speed in scroll form. Like, are you faster?
No, it's still 30 feet, but I got a climb speed too, though. So
Okay.
And she thinks it's faster.
Sure. To her, it'd be faster because it's smaller body for the same distance.
And I'll say
she's
this
just more
is
useful.
as an aside that basically everything in here, for the most part, I mean, you do see maybe a little bit of light coming from a couple sources from where you're at, but the bottom line is everything here is dim light, right? So, like if you're trying to hide or something like that, that is a potential possibility. There's plenty of shadows and stuff around. It is not a very well lit area, as the walls and everything to a certain extent still seem to absorb light, but not enough to make it total darkness.
Okay.
All right,
Okay,
Daff,
I'll go.
where you going, girl?
So
We're here for orbs because I actually did listen to that part.
yeah,
There
we
you
got
go.
to collect 8 orbs and, well, maybe figure out what's making that musty smell.
Fair
Somebody left the
enough.
sink on in the bottom of the orb. All right.
Yeah.
I think from my angle, I see what looks like might be an orb. But how do you guys want to approach this?
Pick a direction, go clockwise.
Because I'm seeing one that looks like it is from up there.
Yeah, pick one, pick a direction.
Let's go north first. Work our way around.
Come on, Daffodil.
Oof, more. But that was not lit.
Oh,
That makes me
Interesting.
concerned that some are lit and some are not.
I'm not too sure if this is the right one I was using. I'll see.
I
For
don't know.
squirrel, but this one says she has 40 feet of speed and 30 feet of climbing, and I don't know.
I gotta look up squirrel. We can look up squirrel.
Yeah. The one that I was able to open was the World Anvil 5th edition squirrel.
All right.
Not too sure.
Let's see. No, that would have been too easy. It's not in the player's guide. Squirrels.
Yeah.
Well,
I found it pretty
if you find a D&D squirrel, we'll use a D&D squirrel. Let's take a look online at what you get.
Yeah, I said D&D 5th edition squirrel stats.
Squirrel 5e. Gotta have a squirrel.
This is looking a little better.
Here's the SRD. Somewhere at the same spot. I'm getting all kinds of stupid pop-ups. Tiny beast unaligned. Sure, 30-foot speed, 30-foot climb. We can go with that. You got 1 hit point.
Yeah, that's the right one I found too. Yeah, sweet. That's exactly what I wanted.
All right, so where are we? We are here.
So we see a bluish glowing orb.
Yep, you see a bluish glowing orb. So a glowing orb is resting on the floor at the north end of this. On the north end of this chamber penetrates the gloom. A stairway climbing upwards is barely visible to the south. The sound of water dripping echoes throughout this area, even though there is no water here. So, yeah.
Does it sound like the water dripping is coming from the orb?
It's hard to tell because of the echoing.
You said it's from the echoing?
Yeah, with the echoing, it's tough to tell. It just kind of reverberates throughout the whole area. So
Eh, we're supposed to collect the orbs, so
So
I got a bag of holding. Let's go.
I was about to say I'm a little wary of touching things. Did you just want to kind of like
Good thing you told her
scoop it
right
up?
now. She's literally just about to do that.
Did you just want to try to scoop it with the bag of holding?
Yeah, sure. It's almost completely empty, so there should be plenty of room.
Sure, you've got an orb. So you scoop up the orb, and you see that the water was. Get back here! Don't be going. Where are you running off to, girl?
You had to ask it.
Get back here. So you scoop up the orb, and you realize the water was kind of like behind it or somewhere near it. You just couldn't tell because of the way the light is and the way the orb was shining or whatever. And basically, you see there's a number of these like worms in the area. We'll call it worms. And, you kind of disturb them, and they are not happy that you are here. So let me like make the last one invisible, and we will actually fight something and not talk politics the whole night. So everyone can spin, and we can go from here. At least you feel like you accomplished something tonight, besides stealing from heaven.
Hey,
Whoop,
it was
whoop,
his
whoop.
favorite. It was his favorite pen. I had to.
That's fine. All right, just need Daffodil.
In case you're looking for it, it should be under the utility tab.
Okie
Little
dokie.
flower.
Do. All right. So let's see. Yep. Right. So this creature is just going to. It's kind of a slug-like creature. It is simply going to move 15 feet. This kind of slides along. It does not provoke opportunity attack when it does that. And if I could actually draw a box. What seems to be the problem here with my rectangle? That's interesting. If I do this, if I do a circle, I can draw a circle all day. Why can't I draw a rectangle? Oh, interesting. Maybe because Daffodil is right there. I'll put it right here. There is a trail of slime in that area.
Gross.
It's rather gloopy, and it will try to attack Phalar. Why not? And it will try to bite you. And because Phalar has new armor, it will miss. All
Oh,
right.
that's what that guy is. Oh, cool. I thought that was just the game pause mark.
So we've got another creature. Let's do da. What is your problem? How come sometimes you allow me to draw and sometimes you do not? Why can't I draw squares? You are very
Too
annoying.
like
Copy,
man.
paste, and I'm gonna Nope, I don't want to do that. I can't make a diagonal. I hate this. I hate this. I'll just say between everything else, we'll just put it like right here.
You should use the ray.
Now it's there. I should use the red. The red works.
The ray template, not the.
Oh, I don't
If
know
you're trying to do
why.
diagonals, you would use the ray template, not the square, not the rectangle.
Yeah, it seems a little better, but it's not. Whatever. He's here. He's going to talk to pharmacist, which I hope I missed because you were useful just a second ago. It will bite. Nope, it will miss.
Woohoo!
Chance, you're up.
Let's see. Well, I'm gonna try just smacking it, I guess.
Go for it. Oh, you hit.
Yeah, I forgot to target it, but there's obviously only one I can hit. So
Sure. No, you almost killed it. It's not a very beefy creature. Are you moving at all? You're happy where you are.
Because of the weapon.
no, what's that? What?
+1 because of the weapon.
It's already in there.
Yeah,
Oh, it's in there.
it's
It better
in there.
I think, yeah.
You got it. Daffodil?
Ooh, boy.
I was stepping down.
Fair enough.
I did already unmute myself. Sorry. Just had to
That's
make
okay.
sure from that.
And yeah.
So this slime, is she hurting? Is it slippery? Is it sticky? Or is she just really gross right now?
It is slippery. Could you make me a deck save?
I definitely can. Good thing I asked. Oh, wait, that was a check. Sorry. No, the save is up top. That's my bad.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, that's double that one. Is it enough?
Is it enough? Sure. You make it. You don't fall.
Or wait, I'm still in squirrel form, so do I have to use that stat? Yeah.
You do have to
think
use the
I-
squirrel stat. You are correct. So the
I
squirrel's a
think it's the
+1.
same-
You're only one less. So you make it with a 13.
Oh, okay, it is one less. Well, on my stat it says Dex +2. Huh. Must be getting a different one.
You made it either way. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, according to this particular one, you have advantage in all deck saves.
Nice.
So you still would have spun twice. All right, what are you going to do?
Now that I'm not flipping and flailing and stuff like that, I think probably just splat the closest one I can. Yeah, I will shillelagh with a bonus action, my little mace. And, yeah, I was wondering if would there have been like a silvering option for the mace in town? If not, I could just use the regular mace.
Just use the regular mace. That's fine. We can talk about the silver mace later.
Cool.
Not expecting any vampires here, but to be quite honest, I didn't quite read to the last page, so I figured you wouldn't get that far, and I'll read the last page later.
I right click to select them, right? There it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
Or you can do that.
I double right clicked them, and that seemed to work. So where's my bonus actions? I grabbed the laptop, but I forgot to find the mouse, so I have to use the little wheel bar, which is so difficult sometimes.
Ah, come on. You have a dex of 14. You should be able to use that wheel bar.
Oh, Shillelagh's not on as a bonus action.
Do you have it? You do. It does say bonus action. Whatever, you do it. You have. I don't. There might not be anything for you. Yeah, I see it there. It says you use it as an action. I guess because you're going to use your weapon and it will do something.
Oh,
Try
okay.
try as an action and see what happens, but technically it's a bonus action.
Cantrip use, and then it just. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a bonus action and stuff. So
There's
I'll
some
do that.
weirdness going on with that. I think it's somehow misflagged inside of it. I'll look later. Just do your thing, and you do extra damage or whatever the stuff is. You use what, Dex instead of strength, or Wisdom instead of strength, and you get a D8 on your damage.
Okay, my club is equipped. I just didn't see it for my attacks.
I am learning all about druids because I have a druid in each of the groups I'm DMing. So it is the only class that I think is duplicated between all 9 of you. Well, so you spun a 2 for a 5 total, so that's not going to do it. But I'll give you a luck.
Yeah, I love it.
You've been lucked.
And she'll kind of like stamp her feet a little bit, like, oh, I'm so slick. Ah!
And this one's just going to attack. There's plenty of things here. Why make it go? He'll go after Daffodil, since she was trying to hit her buddy, or maybe it was hit him. Yeah, that's going to hit. How about that? Let's see. You got it. So it tries to bite you, or it did bite you. Damage. You will take 2.
Okay, and I'll take a swipe at it as a reaction.
Go for it.
You're so fast for that. When by the time I opened up my character sheet, it was already taken off. Thank you. You're awesome.
It pops up a button. I just have to push to give you the damage. So,
Oh, okay. The system works.
yep,
Is that a hit?
absolutely.
It better be.
Phalar
Is that a damage?
Phalar is just pissed off today. It is a dead creature, is what it is.
Yes.
And with that, pharmacist, you're up.
Do we do flanking in this system?
No, I'm not doing flanking. I kept it simple. But I'll tell you what, if everybody here
I'm gonna
wants to do
move.
flanking going forward, I'll start doing flanking.
I am going to move one if I remember to take myself off the measuring tool.
Yeah.
That way, hopefully, only 2 of them can get at me instead of tons of them. And then I am going to.
Well, this one here will take an opportunity attack on you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, go for it.
It's all good. Nah, never mind. Go ahead.
Took a swipe, but I just too fast.
Yep,
Spin
yep.
around, and I guess I swing my rapier at it because it's brand new. So let's go ahead and use that.
Go right ahead.
And it hits.
It does. Give me some pharmacist damage. 5.
Go.
We got it.
Take that pharmaceutical damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm looking for table salt in like all of my alchemy stuff. Like, they're slugs, right? But yeah.
Okay.
Right, and that's my turn. End turn.
You got it. Phalar.
I thought it was Baylor or Chance next.
It is, because he took a reaction last time. This is a normal attack.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
right.
Oops, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, you're going to
Try
hit the
this
one
again.
next to you, I presume.
Oh, I'm just gonna roll.
Yeah, there you go. Just roll. Yep.
Does that hit?
Absolutely.
Of course it does. Uh, uh.
Eight. Yeah, it's dead.
Okay, and then I am going to take a 5-foot move
Go ahead.
to occupy the space where it was. So right here.
Very Pathfinder of you.
Yep.
You got it. Let's see. Yep. So why don't this one kind of move in a straight line? So, we'll put it over here. Daffodil, make me a deck save, will you?
Again.
You're in the middle of them.
You like animals, right? These are types of animals.
These are sticky.
And you have advantage. As
I
a
keep
squirrel.
forgetting that.
As a squirrel, from what my squirrel on this sheet says, squirrels have advantage on deck saves. Did not help
I
you.
got
Well,
failed at that time.
you will fall prone. And
and I don't think an extra D6 for me is going to help that roll.
and I'm going to attack. Oh, he gets advantage because you're prone. I hit the wrong button. Let's do another one.
No, the 2 damage. I'm no longer in squirrel form. Remember? And I have 1 damage taken off of me because it had 1
Okay.
health, so 1 health down.
Fair enough.
Killed it.
You are no longer a squirrel. You are still. So technically, I should give you 1 damage. That much is certain.
Yes,
So
just 1 that should be. Exactly.
You're still prone.
Yeah, still prone, exactly. I just thought of that after you hit me, and I was like, wait, no, that took away all of the squirrel's health, so I should have been transformed by now. So like,
Bloody hell. Okay, well, it missed. The last guy, seeing that somebody is prone and lying down, is going to pick on the prone and lying down person. And it's a good thing you went up to studded leather. It missed by
Ooh.
1. Those little
Really?
acorns
Nice.
on the side just absolutely, saved you. But hey, there's 1 more that's sitting right here. So, hey, these guys aren't very high level, so they got to get everything they can do.
You're
Advantage.
gonna find out they're not even trying to attack. They're just trying to eat the acorns.
Okay. No, it missed. Go ahead, Chance.
All right. Well, I'm gonna move here. Oop, move here.
Okay.
Can I move diagonally through this gap here?
Well, no, I'm not going to say you can move that.
Okay.
If you want to go through the slime, you can get to that spot. And then you have to make me a deck save.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. I don't think.
Okay.
I'm trying to. I'm going to go like this.
Well,
And
there's a
the
slime
bonus-
there is the point. So you got to make the deck save if you go there.
Oh, well.
If you still
I'll
want
make
to,
the deck
that's
save.
fine.
Yeah, I'll make a deck save.
Make a deck save.
And you'll make it, buddy. Yeah, you did.
You got it. You
Then
made it.
And then I'll use the bonus action from quick to move here without attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna paste this guy up here.
Paste him. You hit him. Ooh, that hurt. He's dead. Daffodil, you want to stand up?
Yeah, I got disadvantage on melee attacks when I'm on the ground, right?
Actually, let me see, when the creature enters or the first. No, you're okay. Go ahead. You can stand up.
Okay. So that's 15 movement, but she ain't gonna move. She's not afraid.
Go get him. You go, girl.
Nature's gift. Oh, I have that. I didn't know that. Oh, what's that? Nature's gift heal. Bonus action 2d4. I'll save that. So there we go. There, yes.
Sure, that hits. So 6 damage
shit,
on which one?
The
You want
one
to go
that
for
was to the right of her.
the badly injured one or the unarmed or the unharmed one?
I didn't even see the badly injured one, so
It's like
yeah.
diagonal to
Between
you.
you and me. The one between you and me, or the one right next to you?
The one right next to me.
All right, you got it. Blink. All right, with that, we'll go here. It will try Phalar. Why not? It's going to move this way. Phalar, make a dex save for me, please.
Nope.
No. All right, down goes Phalar. Prone. It will attack Phalar.
Oh, I could have re-rolled a save. That's cool.
And it doesn't matter because Phalar has an armor class of 20. Pharmacist.
Good job, Phalar.
My target moved away.
Oh, you get an opportunity attack. Or did you already take one?
I didn't take one. Actually, that's a good point.
You can take
My target
him.
moved away though.
If you
I will
kill
go
him,
ahead and
if you kill him, then Phalar will stand up again.
all right.
That's
So
easy enough to
normal for the
fix.
attack, and I swing and I miss. All right.
Fair enough.
There. Yep.
All right.
I was like, oh, where'd they go? Okay. And so I step forward and I attack now that one. Okay, cool. And it removed the other one.
Certainly.
So then now I take my shot at that one, which hits and hits well, actually. That is not quite a crit. Okay. Where's my damage? There's bang. 60.
Yeah, it's dead.
Bye bye. And then I guess that was 5 feet of movement. I will work my way over. I guess that should be enough.
Sure. Phalar, you want to stand up?
Yes.
All right. Go get him.
This is the one to the south.
Okie dokies. Okay. That's probably going to kill it. Yes, it is. And the last one. Lots of targets. Let's see. How smart I think. They are dumb as crap. So
You little slimy piece of turd.
it's going to go for a chance. Phalar, you want to take an opportunity attack?
Sure.
Go get him.
Nope.
Nope. Chance, make a deck save for me, please. Yep, you're good. It will try to bite you. Bite, bite, bite. Oh, that's a crit.
Now I'm gonna use my reaction to cast. Oh wait, yeah, cast my armor spell. Give him disadvantage.
You can siphon from the plane of shadow to protect yourself from immediate threat as a reaction. Yep. You can. It is a reaction. Okay, cool. Then we will reattack. Never mind. It misses. All right, Chance, you're up. You want to finish this thing off? Hit. It's dead.
He tried to hit me.
I hate when that happens. All right. It's getting close to 10. You guys want to stop here or go a little longer?
This is a
We
good
have that
stopping
orb,
spot.
right?
What's that?
We grabbed the orb, right?
You
That's
have
all
an
we have.
orb. You have one orb.
Okay. Then I think we're good. I'm good to stop. I just want to make sure
Yeah,
like we didn't like
that's a
walk
good-
away from the orb later.
And now this is a good spot.
Yeah, this is a good spot. I think we'll wrap this up probably next week before PAX starts. So there'll be a good stopping point before the holidays. So, yeah, all good. Thanks, folks.
All right.
I hope that was